Yo, guys, welcome back to the Blue Podcast, episode number 60, just before Christmas. How you doing, Ben?
I'm good, thanks.
Firstly, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Ben, because this may, well, unless we have a B team tomorrow, this may be my last time seeing you before Christmas.
True, yeah. Merry Christmas.
So Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope everyone gets all the presents they want. Chelsea had their little present this evening, didn't we? With an own goal and a penalty, kind of gifted the win. But before we get into the whole Christmas calendar, please do make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're new around here. We've just hit 886, and I don't know if anyone saw on our Instagram story and a Twitter post I put out. If we make it to 900 subs by Christmas Day, by the end of Christmas Day, so I will allow till midnight on Christmas. I will sing everyone a Christmas song, to my embarrassment, which will be great. You looking forward to that, Ben, if it happens?
Yeah, it'll be fantastic. It'll be crafty.
I really hope it doesn't happen. But that's no, I don't. That's a lie. I would love us obviously to hit 900 subs by Christmas Day. It'd be a little Christmas present for us, wouldn't it? So
especially for you, the singing is all the present you need, really.
I mean, technically, that'd probably be more of a present for you.
No, because you love singing, and I know you're into your singing, no?
I mean, last time I checked, I wasn't.
No.
Being the only person in my family.
He's playing it off, playing it cool. It's like, oh no.
I'll allow you to pick my song as well, Ben.
He's suppressing it. He's suppressing it. It's a side of himself he wants to hide away. You see.
Well, speaking of new times and new beginnings, I don't know if anyone else noticed, we lost all of our merch on the store. I'm currently wearing some of the old stuff, but we made new stuff, and we've got a little competition for everyone. We've created a Blue Podcast pint glass, and a little competition we do with the boys is in one go, not one gulp, obviously, but in one go before putting it back down. You got to hit a point, and obviously the whole point is to get it as accurate to a line, and our line is just below the lion in our logo on the pint glass. So if you do want to get a Christmas present for yourself, get the new pint glass for the Blue Podcast, as well as 2 other new items, including the football top. We've created a Blue Podcast football shirt kind of design, which is fun. But then if you do it, attempt the challenge, which I'm sure I'll be doing once it arrives. I've ordered it just for the fun of it.
Sure,
you can at the Blue Podcast, at the Blue Podcast 1, and we'll rate your effort out of 10. So obviously, I'll probably create a on the Instagram you can have like the save stories or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably create one of those for the competition, and then I guess whoever gets the highest, well done is the answer to that. Just well done. You're an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you can do it with water. Not knocking the people that don't drink.
A soft beverage.
Yeah, if you want to do a soft beverage, that's absolutely fine. A Fanta, maybe a Fanta lemon if you're feeling a bit spicy.
You can add a little drop of something in there if you so wish.
As long as it's filled to the top, and then in one go you show us your attempt.
We're inclusive here at the Blue Podcast.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't just prioritize alcohol.
Yeah, we don't discriminate against those who don't not too keen on alcohol, myself.
Who did shock horror? Ben had a drink today.
I had a bev.
Ben had a drink today. Crazy. Crazier things haven't happened.
2021's been crazy, but that is really sort
Ben finally had a drink in 2021.
That's really shocking stuff's happened in 2021. To be fair, I've had plenty of bevs in 2021. Not as many as you, but I have had.
You call it? Yeah, I don't drink that much.
Oh, right. I just assumed, like, from all your antics and stuff, you see.
Never.
And then all the
Never.
stories I hear, all the stories I hear.
No, never, 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 never,
Um,
never.
yeah,
Me
I've
drinking on occasion,
oh, I see, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on
no,
occasion.
I've been down to the Crown, down to the pub down the road to me, and
Mm.
couple. But I know Kieran's coming up, going down to Swansea for New Year, so that's gonna go.
Well, speaking of that, that might not be happening
Oh,
uh, because Wales have closed clubs
ah,
and only 6 people at a table at bars.
I did not know this.
Yes.
Um,
So plans have changed. I might not be able to have the same drinking habits as I used to.
oof. No. You'll find a way. You always find a way.
Sure, I
Um,
will. But yeah, do
no, that's
check
news
out
to
that
me.
pint glass, and get involved in the competition, which I'll probably be the first person to do that competition. But it's just good fun.
Yeah.
But speaking of shocks, like Ben drinking, is I guess the Leicester. I don't know if you saw it. Leicester Liverpool.
Mm.
Liverpool scraping it from 3-1 down to 3-3 in the last minute of kicking the ball, and then one on penalties. That's I
Mm.
just watched the penalties. Ryan Bertrand lost it for for Liverpool. Shocking penalty.
I
Absolutely
didn't
woeful penalty.
I didn't watch any of it. So yeah, they're like there's apparently like you're saying all these games last tonight were like dead exciting and stuff. And that's just gone straight off my head. Because like
Yeah.
so Adabev got in.
Yeah,
What
he actually prioritised alcohol over football.
I prioritised alcohol and
And Hawkeye.
prioritised Hawkeye and bloody Superstore over football tonight.
Yeah, I'm watching that after this podcast. This podcast is being recorded. This is currently 5 to 11 on a Wednesday night. Really dedicated to the channel.
The peak. This is when you're at your most awake.
Yeah,
It's
exactly,
peak
exactly. Yeah.
podcasting.
I can tell by. I think this is the first time in a long time me and Ben have waffled for 7 minutes straight.
Yeah.
All the
Very
time. Can't also. I'd love there to be a Christmas special, but kind of we organised it or kind of organised. We'll play it by ear. A
yeah.
week ago, and well, it hasn't been recorded
If
yet, and
not,
it's
I'm sure we'll be able to get like obviously that you want a New Year special as well, didn't you? But
yeah.
we'll be able to get
If we don't
like
get Christmas one, I'm sure we do New Year's. Yeah,
this will get some sort of special.
yeah. You have a special, obviously. Ideally Christmas and New Year's, but I mean, we're only human. We're only human. But yeah, Arsenal 5-1 Sunderland was pretty impressive. I mean, it was Sunderland, so I mean, they should have beaten them by that much. Nketiah with a hat trick and an 18-year-old scoring for them. So I mean, well done to them. Moving on, Spurs 2-1 West Ham. This will be the first and last time in this podcast we'll be speaking about Spurs. Feb, I mean, they beat West Ham. Well done.
You're playing them.
You
You're
know,
playing them in the semis.
has it been drawn already?
Yeah.
Oh,
Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea, Tottenham. Whey!
that's going to be tasty. That's going to be so tasty. Oh, I'm looking forward to that already.
Yeah. First, I think it's over 2 legs this year.
Is it?
Yeah, back to 2 legs because they can do that. And
Yeah, with everything going into lockdown, yeah, they can do that.
Yeah. What do you call it? I think the first legs is at 3rd of Jan or something. January. Sometime in January is the first leg.
I was going to say it can't be 3rd of Jan because we play Liverpool on the
I
2nd.
mean, they can move fixtures. It's fine.
No, we play Liverpool on the 2nd for sure. I know that.
Let me have a look again anyway. But yeah,
well,
I was going to
whilst
say.
looking it up, I'll say the rest of the scores. Obviously, Spurs 2-1 West Ham. Congratulations, you tossers. And then Chelsea beat Brentford 2-0. Brentford could have gone 2 or 3-0 up in the first half with 3 chances. Well, not 3 great. 1 great chance, which they should have buried, and 2 decent chances, which Kepa saved. Clean sheet for the Chelsea. Own goal for the first goal. That Brentford guy who got the winner I think it was against Watford last game. Got his first ever goal for Brentford. Scored the winner, his centre back, their captain, Janssen or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he scored his. I know, and then now he scored his first ever own goal. Sorry, he scored his second goal playing for Brentford, but obviously not for Brentford.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Jorginho penalty with a Pulisic playing well, clear penalty. But interesting, no VAR. So I mean, it was an interesting game with no VAR. No major.
It's like what it used to be. Crazy.
I know. But there was no major incidents. I don't think. But I was watching the Liverpool Leicester penalties. Pretty clear that the
keepers were jumping
the keepers were really pushing on the line, really pushing it.
Yeah, stuff like that is good for, isn't it? Like when they're like basically on the 6-yard box trying to save it, you're like, right, yeah.
Yeah, no, of course. But have you found the date of the semi-final?
Week commencing the 3rd, so that week.
Okay, so brilliant. So we've got Liverpool on the 2nd, we got Spurs in the Carabao Cup the week following, and then we got City on the 15th. I can't wait! Yay!
Lovely. Yeah, and then the week commencing the 10th is the second leg. And
Are you kidding me, man? That's as if it wasn't hard enough as it was.
Finals on the 27th. I was going to talk about this actually. So this week I was like, I miss it. Something's missing. The game, like the game's missing. Like, what's happening here? It feels like there's hardly any fixtures over the Christmas period. I thought it was supposed to be busy. What's going on? And then I realised that City for the past 5 years have had a League Cup game this week, and we don't have one this year. So now it feels like there's hardly any fixtures during the Christmas period, even though obviously usually there's loads. But it shows how much difference having one less game can have, even one less game, sort of on the sort of psychology of it and sort of the psyche of it, because I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, well, there's FA Cup fixtures on the weekend of the 8th of January.
Yeah.
So we've got Liverpool, then Spurs in midweek, then we've got Chesterfield in the FA Cup, then we got Spurs in midweek, and then we got City, and then we got Spurs, then we got the Club World Cup. So
you've got fixtures, Jesus.
We've got fixtures. Oh, and then it's Palace, and then it's the Champions League against Lyon. Oh, great.
We usually have fixtures for days with having the Carabao Cup as well, but not this year.
No, it's us. I guess Liverpool as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fab.
But you've got the added thing is obviously because you won the Champions League, you got a Club World Cup, which is just a ball ache, really. We should do that in the summer or something, really. Pre-season thing or something. But so you playing Spurs 3 times in January?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yep.
You can't wait.
I mean, it's gonna make for an interesting January because we all know how much I feel about Spurs.
Yeah.
That means we've got to do 3 score predictions with Spurs involved in January at least.
I told you it was coming.
Spurs. Before recording, Ben was saying that at some point soon we're going to have to put Spurs in our predictions.
And it's basically happened.
Yeah, it's basically happened because of Chelsea playing the 3 times in January.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah,
of course. I'm trying to look in January. Do they have anything else? Arsenal. They play Arsenal in January as well.
Spurs.
So Spurs. So Spurs have 4 predictions in the January window. Well done, guys. Well done. They forced their way in. They've wormed their way in.
I think they were like, "Oh, Tom's not getting a bit too happy here."
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not happy. That's the thing. I'm not happy. But anyway, Boxing Day. Interesting games. We got Liverpool Leeds. Obviously, I think Liverpool are going to absolutely slap them. I don't know how you feel.
I mean, yeah, based on current form and Leeds' current form, Leeds are. I think unless something miraculous happens soon, Bielsa could be on his way out.
With Lampard coming in, apparently he's the highest
Right.
predicted.
I mean, that I can see that it would make sense because Lampard, it basically what they need is just a little bit more sort of organization, like because Bielsa's like obviously it's worked up until this point, and fair play, like they play exciting, attacking football, and obviously, they kind of compromise on sort of defending for that, which has worked for them so until now. But I think the main downfall of them is that he something like he it's man to man marking all the time.
Mm.
So it just like I mean sometimes that it works like in the box like that makes sense sometimes, but like all the time it just like it doesn't make sense to me. It's like if you have a fullback against a winger, the winger just decides to go over there. The fullback will follow him all the way over here, and there's suddenly space on this side. So it's like it doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, I think someone Lampard, a bit more organisation, probably a bit more to more of a conventional style of defending, way of defending. It'll probably help him a little bit, but you never know. He might turn it around. But at the moment, it's not looking like it anyway.
Yeah, not with Liverpool on Boxing Day at Anfield as well. It's not looking.
Yeah.
They have to pull a bloody miracle for that. Also on Boxing Day, City have Leicester at home. Leicester have some horrible fixtures, obviously, having just played Liverpool. Now they've got City, and then on Tuesday they've got Liverpool again.
Yeah, it's a tough game. To be fair, on Boxing Day,
it's not quite as tough as it was the last two seasons, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm current form, but on the day,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, I'd like to think we still like to think we'll win, but yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah.
Well, as we always say, check out the Twitter at the Blue Podcast One to check out your score predictions. Get them in the comments. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do a little sidebar here. Look who's looking comfortable at the top of the predictions league.
This is all corrupt and manufactured and influenced.
Is it now? I'm basically the
FIA. This is the person. Yes, this is the person who doesn't give people points just because they're not on a tweet. This is the person. It's
the rules. At least I follow the rules.
Blatant corruption.
I follow the rules.
No. Are these written down in rules?
They're written down in my head.
Nah, that legally in a legal argument, I win.
Legal argument, they're not legal. Nothing legal here. No one's gaining or losing.
You're gaining, we're losing.
Yeah, but there's nothing to gain from winning. Apart from some satisfaction of being
this is the same person.
Everyone else involved in the podcast and on Twitter.
This is the same person who just goes, "Oh no, I forgot to do the tweet. Oh no, see, the predictions won't count now because there was no tweet."
Well, then remind me to do the tweet, then, boss.
No. It's just blatant, blatant corruption.
You're really trying to follow on from our last two podcasts, aren't
you? Yeah. blatant influencing of the prediction league. Hence your 2-point lead, So,
well, no, because otherwise I would have won the last one, and I was nowhere near first.
Yeah, no, that was just a ruse. That was just lured us into a false sense of security. So now this one, you can blitz it. Yeah.
Okay.
I know you have.
But if you check the Twitter, every single one I've got right, and everything everyone else got right, I've recorded. So
yeah, this is
how can I cheat?
This is all part of the ruse that when there's something happens, you're like, oh, nah, you can't have the point, and then suddenly, you get.
That hasn't happened this season though. This is all last season stuff. He's talking about last season.
No. This I know the game.
Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm winning the predictions.
I'm ready to do a Lewis Hamilton and come back and smash it next season.
I have absolutely no faith in me winning the whole thing. Like the whole thing of I'm ahead at Christmas. Like
Yeah.
realistically, I'm supposed to
To be
win the
fair,
whole thing.
I went on a bit of barren run. It was only I needed that
Chelsea
correct
won
look,
today.
the Chelsea one today to sort of keep in
Yeah.
touch with you. To be fair,
Yeah, no, if you hadn't, then wasn't looking good.
mm.
I felt bad for what's his name, Daniel something on Twitter. If you don't know if he's watching, but
You jinxed it, didn't you? Yeah.
no, I
See,
didn't jinx
you're
him.
up
I didn't
with him.
jinx him. I didn't jinx
You were on the phone to Abramovich, who was on the phone to the bloody Premier League,
Daniel Cabral. That's
PFL.
it, Daniel Cabral. On Twitter, fucking, I felt so bad for because I replied to his tweet because it was like I thought it was done. Like the Liverpool game was done. I replied like, "How have you done that? Like fair play. You've predicted 3-2 Leicester." Next thing I know, Liverpool have equalised and won on penalties, and I had to change the. Had to take his point away.
Yeah. See, there's all the proof you need.
Oh, he's still fourth. Well, joint fourth.
But yeah, no, it's you never.
Actually, no, joint third. You're joint second.
Yeah.
You're joint second with Doug.
I'm in touching distance.
Yeah. Kieran's really not quite been the same as he was last season though. Normally he's quite pretty much first or second, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean he's there or thereabouts.
Yeah, he's on 5 points. But,
it's.
Connor's been stinky. You see his tweet as well. Said I've just been memeing the whole time, pretty much.
No, I haven't seen it.
He's been but yeah. If you want to knock me off my podium, my Max Verstappen spot, so to speak, I'm playing it dirty, which is what Ben thinks. Then get onto Twitter at the Podcast One, and we do predictions for Chelsea, City, Liverpool, Arsenal, and United. Not Spurs.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
No. The only way, if there's a Spurs fan out there, the only way we will do predictions for Spurs is if a Spurs fan wants to get involved in the channel / brand in any way, shape, or form. And then we'll do it. But until that moment, it ain't bloody happening.
Yeah. Dictatorship. He forces me to do United predictions. All this.
That's Connor's fault, not mine.
Yeah, it's dictatorship.
No, actually, to be fair, I didn't want to do United either. It was Josh.
That's true.
Josh was the one that said we should do United because
very true. Yeah. No, hold my hands up. That's true. Still a dictatorship though. Still correct. So.
Yeah. Well.
But yeah, no, you should never assume the result will be the same, even if it's 1 minute to the end in football.
Well, no, I just thought that the Sky Sports hadn't updated yet.
Did you think it was just full time already?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
right.
really thought it was full time. Literally, Sky Sports hadn't updated yet. It'd been the time on Sky Sports.
I see.
And I was like, okay, it's done.
Right. Okay.
Goal.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't just want to mug the guy off.
Yeah. You're like, oh great,
yeah, no, because Daniel's been very dedicated to the Twitter predictions, so I do. We are very much appreciative of that.
I think wasn't he one of the ones who sort of
first started commentating? Yeah,
he kicked you into gear to start doing it again. I think.
Yeah, he was the one that was I put in the group chat. Yeah, there is also a group chat as well. There is a group chat.
Predictions. You're like,
I was like, oh yeah, I do predictions, don't we? Podcasts, Twitter predictions. Nah, we don't do that.
Shows people want it.
Yeah, people love the content. That's what we love. We love interaction with our fans. Even if they're not really fans, they're just laughing at us. That's fine. But any interaction's fine. TikTok's been doing well. I didn't post one today, but TikTok's been doing well. Been getting a little clippies here and there.
Yeah.
I mean, I have because Ben doesn't do the TikToks. But,
no. Because I do the Twitter questions. That's
so it's just me that does the TikToks. Then.
Yeah.
Okay. Apart from when we next have a meeting, we'll ask you to download the video again. But apart from that.
No. That's not my area of expertise.
It's not an expertise.
I'll do the Twitter and Instagram things.
Speaking of the Twitter, we're in the process of I guess creating a video for the future, which we're going to do the Twitter polls, which Ben has Ben has created a load of Twitter polls for me to post.
Yeah.
And we've done three in a row now. So we'll be going through what we believe is the answer to the polls, and then obviously we're talking about your opinions. So you got that to look forward to as well. So we got that as well. So again, check out the. I'm just shouting out the Twitter right now. The Twitter is where it's at, isn't it? The Twitter is where it's at.
Yeah, I'll whack out that Instagram post tomorrow with the.
with the doggos. He's currently asleep, just like there. He's asleep. Yeah, we got a cute little picture of me. That's not a spoiler. We got a cute picture coming up tomorrow. But God, we're really waffling today. Yeah. We're really waffling. But yeah, actually, yeah, we're promoting the Twitter. The Twitter is actually where it's at if you want generally day-to-day content from us. Because obviously we have the predictions, got the polls. Sometimes I can be asked to tweet about football games, but normally I don't. Like today I did tweet about the how's everyone find the halftime results? And we got one reply. But I mean, I'm appreciative of the one reply.
I mean, it is the League Cup, so it's.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? Who cares until you win it, basically.
Yeah. It is one of those trophies where you're like,
who did you lose to again?
West
Ham. Oh, that's it. Yeah, and you laughed at me when we lost to West Ham, anyway.
Yeah, we lost on bleed penalties. Like you lost 3-2, so get out. That's what I'm talking about. But no, it is one of those trophies where you're like, if you get knocked out, you're like, yeah. If you win it, you're like, decent trophy. That you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's a trophy. It's one of the big three in England.
yeah.
Although we've already won the Super Cup, so that's probably
better.
Hold up, Boxing Day.
Wait a minute, something ain't right. The Super Cup is better than the League Cup.
Yeah.
It's one match.
But if you win it, you get to go to the Club World Cup, and then I guess Club World Cup's pretty good.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Oh no. Like I'm sure I know you're really, really happy to be playing the World Cup.
Yeah, no, so, really freed up our fixture list.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, just like I know Spurs are, absolutely devastated they can't play the Conference League.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, what? Stuff, So those are problems for clubs that they face, But yeah.
Boxing Day.
We're still on Boxing Day fixtures.
Yeah, we've only done 2 Boxing Day fixtures, mate.
Oh, well, there. All right, Boxing Day.
Norwich versus Arsenal. Arsenal's going to win that, and they're probably going to stay 4th.
Yep. Even though I know United and Spurs have both got a few games in hand, haven't they? So if they win them, they go above them. But
yeah, but I mean, currently, anyway.
Yeah, Spurs, not Spurs. Arsenal are, we've been putting the hat in the ring just like West Ham, United, and Spurs are. So
yeah.
So yeah.
Villa versus Chelsea, 5:30 kickoff, which means it's on TV.
Jeez.
Very happy about that. I mean, pretty much our Boxing Day fixtures are always Arsenal or Villa. So, I mean, I'm not shocked. Would rather have faced them earlier in the season in terms of Villa's form.
Yeah.
In terms of Villa's form, because...
Not with Gerrard.
Yeah, Gerrard seems to give them a bit more of a boost.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it'd be this, difficult game, but I still think you'll win it.
I mean, we're supposed to have players back as well, which is massive. Obviously, I've been listing it off every day pretty much. The players we have missing. Like today, it was like people that it was. Actually, speaking of today, 3 Chelsea youngster debuts starting, which was pretty good. Vale, I think his name was. Begin with a V. Looked good. Pretty good, actually.
So he'll go on loan somewhere and never play for Chelsea again.
Yeah, but I mean, the other two definitely will. But, I mean, he looked pretty good.
I mean, you never know. You never know.
What I want to talk about, and I think my dad will back me up with this as well. Sal's a different man.
So
Sal was a completely different person since he came on at half time last game.
he's doing the
He's doing the business for some reason. I don't understand.
it's,
But it's like we're talking like literally a completely different player. Completely different player. Like
yeah.
just
It's
he's taking it past men. He's passing long through balls to feet. He's controlling the game, and he just looks completely different. And I was just very, very happy, obviously, because I'm sure most of us know how good he can be from his time at Atletico Madrid before he had an injury and then lost his form. But yeah, I mean, I was very happy about that.
yeah, no, it's I mean, it's the classic. All you see is what happens on the pitch.
Yeah.
So obviously, all you can draw from it is he's not playing well.
Mm.
But there's so many factors.
Yeah, well, no,
Obviously,
I mean, he was out of form before he even came to us
yeah,
online.
something's happened. Like he's come here, he's got to adjust. It's a new country, new club, new
He was
talent.
already not in form before he came to
Yeah,
us.
yeah, and then obviously like that. So that'll be playing him mentally as well. Physically, he's got to get physically fit for the Premier League. Blah 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 blah. And it takes some. I mean,
Well,
some
this is
players.
kind of like quite Gundogan-esque, isn't it? Because
Yeah,
he took till Christmas.
I can list you off like 4 or 5 players at City who took a season to start. Well,
Mm.
not that they're not playing well already, but to like really
Hit off,
like
yeah.
hit form, like Rodri, Cancelo, Jesus, the Gundogan. Like, there's so many players who take a season, doing
Or
all right,
even half a season sometimes. Like,
getting used to the system, and then bang. So it's just one of those things. Obviously um, a lot of
benefited you
fans.
quite a lot.
What's that?
Benefited you quite a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, a lot of fans are quite reactionary, and Twitter's obviously quite reactionary. So it's like player has one bad game, and suddenly they're a non-league player. But
Well, no, I mean, he had quite a few bad games. I will say that.
yeah, yes, but like
Yeah, but yeah,
players go through bad form. Players doesn't like he was a really good player when he was in form. Players don't suddenly just go from there to like bit like say being a non-league player. Like they still got it. They still got it. They just need that game time and something to click, or something to improve themselves mentally or physically, or something like that. So it's I think people obviously when players playing well, have got every right to criticize them, but there's also sort of got to be that
you got to be
appreciation.
understanding when then they do play well.
Yeah, there's got to be that appreciation for like there are other factors.
Well, no, yeah, I did say to like my dad when like obviously he was playing awful.
Mm,
Even like I think the game or 2 games before when he came on at halftime for Wolves, he was really really bad. But I have said like, I've seen him play really really well, so I know he's got it. Like he used to be starting for Spain. He was part of the Atletico Madrid side that won the league prior to the one they won last season as well. I know he's really good. It's just, yeah, as you said, right now he's not. We were before the last 2 games he wasn't. But yeah. Villa will be a tough game. Obviously, having players back would be great. Kante looked brilliant when he came on today again. He just is brilliant, but it's such a risk whenever you play him, like especially when he's not 100%. It's such a risk, and that's the worrying thing about him. That's why we need another Kante, basically, because Kante's phenomenal, but he can't play every game, every season, for a whole season, which it is what it is.
Yeah.
Interestingly, though, go on.
I'm sorry. It's I think it's Kieran who always complains about Kante, doesn't he? I think he says that you always say you don't use him. Like,
Well, no, he used to when we had like Sarri and Lampard.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he did used to say we weren't.
I suppose you're saying that to me recently, though. So it's probably because he's not been in Swansea that you've not heard it this season. To be
We're
fair.
playing him as a 6. This is literally where he should be
Yeah,
playing.
but but I think it's something like if he says like he doesn't, you don't utilize him like enough or something. I don't know. It was
He
really
was. That's. I'm sorry, that's like bollocks. I mean, literally won man of the match for the last 2 or 3 games, even in the final for the Champions League, and we're not utilising him properly. So I mean,
yeah. I don't
yeah.
know.
The only thing I'd say from when he had that period of time where he was playing on the right of
Three.
a 3 is it has in the long term actually massively improved his attacking ability, massively.
Yeah,
And it's made him more box to box, a lot more, which is great because I mean that guy has a bloody engine on him. Yeah. Well, anyway, moving on from the beautiful Chelsea. Monday is the only game from that game week that's not on the Boxing Day is Newcastle versus United. Newcastle relegated already.
depends on what happens in January. Depends who they sign. Because those owners will not want to get relegated. They will not want to spend a season in the Championship. I guess if that ends up happening, they'll just see it as like part of the process. But they want to be in the Prem next season as part of that like rebuilding process. But yeah, it depends. It entirely depends on who they sign in January. Because if they go out and sign like Lingard and
Like
they'll
Dembele.
have a good enough squad then.
Yeah.
They'd be able to survive, but it just entirely depends who they get. I think. I mean, in current form, obviously, yeah, they're not doing great.
No. I mean, did you see? Oh, my dad was speaking to us about this as well. Like there was a list of all the decisions that were gone against Newcastle ever since they've been taken over.
Really?
It's really bad. Like actually, quite questionably bad. Like to the it's even said like didn't even go to VAR. Kind of like that bad.
It's so inconsistent. I don't know
Yeah,
if
it's really concerning. Like we literally had a whole podcast about everything being corrupt, and then I found out today like it was in the newspaper. Like, there's a list of things that have been going against Newcastle, and I'm like,
yeah.
another thing that's
I mean, it could be like the Champions League draw that's a coincidence, or it could be something.
yeah. I mean, yeah. If you want to know our opinions on corruption, literally just go watch our last video because it's literally a whole podcast on it. We don't quite go into the details of football and the government enough because obviously the freshest thing in our mind was the F1. But I mean, we could go back to it again. I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean,
There's so much to talk about.
we did take the time. Sorry,
there you go. Yeah.
Podcasts, a whole of the podcast. So.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, you probably will do is everything corrupt #2 because it's kind of our motive ever since we've come back.
Theme at the moment.
It's a theme ever since we've come back properly. It's been everything's corrupt, which maybe might have been what motivated us to get back. Just the upset that was happening. Which, to be fair, it was the F1. I got into it, and I was looking forward to it, and then my heart was ripped out by the FIA. But,
we move.
Yeah, check out our last podcast if you want to hear our opinion on that, because especially Ben goes into a lot of depth. But we won't speak about that now because we've got a whole last podcast about it.
I'm getting PTSD from that.
Tuesday, Arsenal versus Wolves. I think that'll be a tough game for Arsenal.
Wolves are playing well.
Didn't they give you a really tough game as well? When you won 1-0?
Yeah, we won 1-0. Yeah. They're a good team. Got fresh impetus with a new manager. Took a bit of time for them to sort of settle in, and now they're playing well. It'll be a close game. That it could be a draw. Could be edged by Arsenal or Wolves. Probably go with a draw, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe. But Arsenal are in good form, so you never know.
Arsenal are quite tantalising form, unfortunately.
But Wolves are not. That's not to say Wolves are in bad form as well. Either they're in decent form. So
yeah, it should probably be quite an interesting game.
Yeah.
Next up on Tuesday as well is Leicester versus Liverpool. Again, I think Liverpool will win because they'll have a full strength side, unlike they did have out today. Obviously, Leicester are at home. They'll probably want some payback, but I mean, they're going to be knackered after what Leicester putting a pretty much full strength side out against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, then playing City on Boxing Day, and then playing Liverpool on Tuesday. Like that's not the ideal 3 fixtures in a row, is it?
Yeah.
No, I don't see them get. I think they're going to struggle to get any points from the next 2 games, unfortunately, for Leicester fans.
You never know.
You never know. You never know. Wednesday, Chelsea-Brighton.
Chelsea.
Earlier in the season, even with our good form earlier in the season, I said that would have been a tougher game because Brighton started the season pretty damn well. But now I'm more, even though we're in bad form as well, we'll have players back. We already know we're going to have players back for Boxing Day. I'm pretty sure we'll have even more players back, even for the Brighton game. So I still feel confident. It's at home as well at the Bridge, which has actually not been great for us recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still back us to beat Brighton. Bloody hell, jeez! I can't believe the 3rd place battling for a title, and I'm questioning if we beat bloody Brighton.
No, you should win that.
Should win that on the same day.
No disrespect to Brighton,
No. Well, yeah, it's the same thing with, as I said, with Lille. Like, obviously, I was very glad we got them, and obviously, no disrespect to Lille because obviously they're a good side. Brentford versus City.
That's a tougher game than people think. I think.
Nah, they didn't look great. Bear in mind the side out today, and they put a pretty much full strength. So, like, they brought in 2 players who've been had COVID, had a suspension, and they brought them in to boost the team.
Yeah, but
they still didn't look great. They're really out of form.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. It's different psychology behind it, and it's them. That's a one-off match. It's just like a free hit. You know what I mean? So this is the way I see it. It's a newly promoted side against top team. That free hit. Fans will be up for it. Players will be up for it. Like I say, free hit. So that's the narrative that will come out if they go on to win it, and blah blah blah. Obviously, if that doesn't happen, then it should be like, top team does the business. But yeah, it's a weird one because it's on Amazon, that game.
I think they're all, aren't they?
Yeah, all that week are on Amazon. And I feel like every time there's games on Amazon, City always seem to lose at least one of them. So, we've already won one of them.
That's normally because it's around the Christmas period.
Yeah, we already won one. The first one on Amazon, so that we're due the loss on Amazon. So hopefully it's not that, but that might just me being superstitious and
You are surprisingly superstitious.
Yeah. And being a bit pessimistic, but yeah, I mean, I still like to think we win it, but I think it'll be tougher than people think, just because, like I say,
Tony came back, came on as a substitute today, so he could be back fully fit, so that could be tough. I still completely back you guys to absolutely wallop them. I'm not gonna lie.
Obviously, it's still like to think we win it, but you never know.
And then last game we're going to talk about is on Thursday, which is United v Burnley. United at home.
I mean, to us, we're just like United win easy, but
it could be Burnley are fighting for relegate, not getting relegation, isn't it?
All the United fan mates are like, oh, bloody hell, Burnley at home. They're like bloody bogey team, cursed. Jinx, I don't something like they've not won a match at home to Burnley for the last 3 games or something.
Wow.
Or 2 games, something it's always something seems happening. But I think this season, new manager, sort of new tactics, way of playing, bit more, still quite fresh, the new manager thing. So Well, yeah, and they've probably got a fresh squad because they've obviously had a break. So, yeah, you go for United with that one.
Yeah, no, of course. But I mean, I'm happy to wrap it up there, Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. That's all the fixtures. We just want to have a little teaser for what's coming up with the Christmas period, as it is Christmas. This is obviously coming out Thursday, which is the day before Christmas. This is coming out Christmas Eve.
That's the one.
So Merry Christmas Eve to everyone. Hope you enjoyed. We haven't done a video like this for a while, have we, Ben? So this is kind of like us going back to our roots of talking about current affairs with football.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And we waffled a lot, which I like.
Of course.
I mean, this video could definitely have been like a 25, 30-minute video. And we waffled.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we're getting back into the podcasting, we just chat a lot.
Fine.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you do leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, or if you didn't like it, give us a dislike. I don't care. Subscribe if you're new around here. Check out our new 3 items of merch. Send us your drinking abilities on Instagram at the Blue Podcast One. Comment on our Twitter predictions at the Blue Podcast One as well, and vote on our polls also on our Twitter. I think I've covered it. Check us out on Twitter, on TikTok as well, where we're putting clips here and there for your enjoyment. Kind of just like the best bits. Like I've written down 2 timestamps already during this podcast, so expect at least 2 TikToks from this podcast, because why the hell not? It's also we managed to get at the Blue Podcast on TikTok. Great. Very happy about that.
Yes.
It's decent.
Channeling your inner Joe Hart there.
Yeah, I was doing a Joe Hart there. But sure. And on that embarrassing note, thank you guys for watching. Merry Christmas. And if we don't see you on Christmas Day for a Christmas special, we will see you on Thursday. I think. I've got my dates right there. Yeah, Thursday. All right. Cheers, boys, and goodbye.